Feeling a little sheepish? Embattled Senator Lucy Guchuhi claimed $7,675 to visit Sydney on electorate business, even though her constituents live 1,400 kilometers away. Embattled Liberal Senator Lucy Gichuhi claimed a $7,675 electorate allowance from taxpayers to visit a former prime minister and a Christian radio station more than 1,400 kilometers away from her constituents. Senator Gichuhi, who represents voters in South Australia, was paid $400 a day in travel allowance in August, September and November 2017 to visit Sydney. These expenses were claimed as electorate business, despite her being based in Adelaide, and added up to $7,675. The revelations have come to light as she faces a Liberal pre-selection challenge for her coveted and winnable number 3 spot on the party's Senate ticket at next year's federal election. In August 2017, she billed taxpayers $2,000 to visit Sydney for 5 days. On the way to Sydney for electorate business, from Canberra, she stopped over in Goulburn to pose in a picture with the big marina landmark. 5 days later, Senator Gichuhi, who was then an independent MP, posed in another picture with former Liberal Prime Minister John Howard at his Sydney office. This was 6 months before the Kenyan-born, Christian Conservative lawmaker formally joined the Liberal Party in February 2018. The senator has deleted from her Facebook page images of her with the big merino and Mr. Howard. Taxpayer-funded entitlement claims, published by the Independent Parliamentary Expenses Authority, show Senator Gichuhi claimed $2,000 from taxpayers between August 17 and 22, 2017. She claimed $400 a day from taxpayers during that period and another $405 in travel allowance for visiting Sydney for electorate business on September 11. In another set of controversial expenses claims, she billed taxpayers $2,769 to travel to Sydney on November 2. This electorate business involved addressing an event with Christian radio station, Hope 103.2. emceed by former state Liberal MP Stephen Doherty. 3 weeks later, on November 25, she travelled to Sydney on electorate business to be a VIP guest speaker at the African Professionals Australia Gala at Parramatta in the city's west. She billed taxpayers $2,501 for travel allowance, car hire and travel for her husband. In yet another expenses controversy, Senator Gichuhi, who was born in September 1962, billed taxpayers $2,139 in October last year so she could belatedly celebrate her 50th birthday, despite this personal milestone occurring in 2012. Independent Parliamentary Expenses Authority returns show she billed taxpayers for 2 return airfares from Darwin to Adelaide as part of her family traveller allowance for her party, billed as 50th birthday plus GST. So far, Senator Gichuhi has agreed to pay back more than $2,000 for charging taxpayers the travel cost of celebrating her 55th birthday. Daily Mail Australia contacted Senator Gichuhi about her other travel expenses on Monday morning. Senator Gichuhi, who is backed by the Liberal Party's moderate faction in South Australia, is facing a challenge from the party's right, with Alex Santic competing for her coveted number 3 spot on the party's Senate ticket, The Australian reports. She replaced former Family First Senator Bob Day in May 2017 after his bankruptcy made him ineligible to remain in Parliament. The senator, who moved from Kenya to Australia in 1999, is the first Australian lawmaker of black African heritage.